Kaplan from the New England Motorcycle Museum, and today I've got a rare, absolutely gorgeous 1974 Honda CL200. Rare in many ways. One, that it's 100% original, right down to the tires, grips, everything on this bike is 100% original. Only 5,022 one-owner miles. I've got the original title in hand here. Purchased from Manchester, Connecticut, Manchester Honda, right up the street from here. Manchester Sports Center. He bought it in 1974. James Whitehall was the owner of the bike, and he resided in Fairfield County, which is probably the wealthiest, not probably, is the wealthiest county in Connecticut. And this was his toy for, well, since 1974. He rode it for 5 years until 79, then he parked it in his garage up on the center stand as a basically modern art. It sat there for 40 years in his garage, and it's been well preserved. The chrome on the bike is in excellent condition. The original exhaust is in beautiful shape. It has some patina on the paint and chrome that you would expect of a 50-year-old motorcycle, but it's an original, unrestored antique. The tank is in beautiful condition. It's got a tiny little ding in the front here and a couple of beauty marks on the paint where the paint had chipped and peeled a bit, but this is an original paint job bike, CL200. These were quite often used off-road because it's an enduro bike. This one wasn't. This one was clearly ridden only on the road. And James is actually, he's 70 years old now. So he's 70 years old, and it was time for him to let the bike go. So my buddy from Charlie's Towing, Ray Lewis, told me about the bike and sent me a couple pictures. I said, absolutely, that bike needs to come here. So when we picked it up, it was one of those rare occasions where it exceeded my expectations as far as originality, original bars, everything. I don't see any indication of this bike ever being dropped or damaged in any way. So, Kenny, is there anything you'd like to add? Fork rubbers are beautiful. The front headlight is in great shape. It's got one little tiny kink. So again, we've got the title, we've got the registration, the previous registration, last registration in 79, in case you don't want to give up the title of the motor vehicle. You can just give them the registration. And we've got the original owner's manual, which was residing underneath the seat, which I want to show you is, this is another telltale sign of a motorcycle's condition, because usually the seat, this thing right here, the chrome piece on the seat on the 74s is usually like rusted and shot, yeah, all lumpy and everything. So, and under the seats are usually a disaster. Look underneath the seat; it looks like an NOS seat, including the plastic stash pouch where we found the reg, and the manual is in mint shape. This is in beautiful condition for a bike of this era. Again, there is some patina on it, but there's no major rust on the seat, and even the paint is still shiny. So there's a little bit of patina on the chrome, a little bit of pitting, peeling chrome, and a couple spots underneath the fender. The frame is in excellent condition. The pegs are in great shape. Again, you've got some patina on the paint here where it did get little chips that have a little bit of surface rust. We did not touch that up. We want to leave that original. If you want to have a body shop, pop the little ding out and put a coat of paint on there, you can do that, and you'll maintain the rest of the factory paint and it'll still be original. I would not paint the whole tank. I'd only have it touched up. There's a little bit of patina on the chrome here on the bars. A little bit on the header pipe right here. Has a little rust preventative coating on there. The frame's been touched up, painted in a couple spots where the paint had peeled off as a rust preventative measure. I think he had painted the center stand at some point, but other than that, all the paint on the side covers, the tank is all original. Just a little bit of rent and maintenance. Has a super nice little stash pouch here for the toolbox on the side right here. It's in great shape. It's all metal. Side cover's in good shape. Turn signals are in great shape. It looks like, I said earlier, I didn't think it was any evidence of there ever being any damage at all, but there is a little kink right here which could be straightened out. I didn't notice that first after closer inspection because the turn signals are perfectly straight. There is a little bit of a kink right there, so.
Kick it over for him, too.
Yeah, the compression, the engine, the bike has been sitting for 40 years, so you're gonna have to clean out the gas tank, oil the cylinders, change the oil, and clean the carbs, but it kicks over beautifully. It's got plenty of compression, and should be an easy bike to start with the electric starter on it. Just put a battery in it and fire right up, I'm sure. After you clean the carbs and air box and put a battery in, basically recondition the fuel system. But it's got the original tires on it, which are in great shape. I would not change those. To have a 100% original 74 makes quite the statement. So, hey, anybody can go down to the Honda shop and drop $7 grand on a new 250, but not everybody can roll up on a 50-year-old original classic that runs like a timepiece once it's tuned up. So, fantastic investment quality bike. Even has the original mirrors on it. Kenny, is there anything you want to add to the?
We can get shipping very affordably. Contact us for a quote. Figure under 400 East Coast,
Yep.
588 or less West Coast. Contact us for a quote.
We've got a low starting bid on this, low reserve, so I hope it goes to a great home and someone appreciates what they're looking at here. You know, to take one that's a total turd that needs a restoration and bring it to this level, you're going to spend $3 to $5 grand to restore one. This is an original one that has some patina, but just needs a tune-up. So you do the math. Original is always worth more. The original seat is in phenomenal condition. The base is beautiful. The Honda decal on the back here. This is probably one of the nicest 74 seats I've seen in a long time. No rips in the top here. I mean, what do you think about that, Kenny? Foam is nice. And what do they normally look like? Usually ripped and it looks like a rat chewed on them.
Yeah, well, when they're sitting in barns.
Yeah. So this was in Fairfield County. It's a multi-millionaire's garage. That's one of his toys. So it was well preserved. So good luck bidding on the bike. I'm going to roll it back in the museum. It's on display in the New England Motorcycle Museum today. It's being sold to raise funds for the opening of the big building. So it's going to buying motor history and helping support the museum. So good luck bidding on it. God bless America.